On 31/10/21, I was notified that the 3 dozers had completed the cut to step 1 of the design and had exposed no coal. I contacted my Coronado contact and advised him. He requested that we move on to the next stage and uncover enough coal to make a good bench for the digger. I gave the go-ahead to expose more coal and set up for the digger to move in. At approximately 2:30 p.m., I was advised it was ready to inspect. I requested a light vehicle track be cut in with a dozer. Upon arriving, I noticed that the 3 dozers were parked up. I proceeded with caution down the track and parked just short of the coal exposed. They had tagged the coal, measuring approximately 30 meters wide. I proceeded towards the workers, inspecting the work area, including high walls and end walls. Everything looked neat and tidy. I arrived where the workers were standing, and we inspected the coal, verified that it was the coal we were chasing. I told the workers that everything was looking great. Top job. There was a little more work we could do towards the car park, but what they have done to date is great. A colleague and I were having a discussion and were looking at each other when we heard a rock fall from the northern wall. This work area had been stable, with no noticed movement in the past week. We looked to the northern end wall and looked up, and immediately noticed significant vertical cracking. As we noticed that we had seen many rocks around the entire work area, high wall, low wall, heading swiftly towards us. Trees were falling and the sounds were loud, but the mountain completely failed. We had no time to discuss how we were going to evacuate. Every man had run for himself. As I reached my vehicle, was when I looked back towards the failure, found that my team had all made it to their dozers and were evacuating towards me with the wave of material, pushing 2 of them forward, hitting the ripper and box. I needed to act quickly to hop in my vehicle to reverse, as a dozer was approaching me very quickly. As I was reversing, I was yelling on the UHF two-way channel, "Move, move, move, go, go, go." The mountain had caught them and pushing them. The dozer blade was directly in front of my bonnet, within 1-2 meter. I could not see his cab anymore. He could no longer see me. We were all able to safely evacuate to the Wolf Car Park and Dozer Car Park area. I jumped onto CH2 Curragh North Channel and asked for 18-2. I was very panicked at this stage. The OCE responded, 18-2. This is the Wolf Supervisor. We have a complete wall failure in view. Hit work area. We need you here directly. The OCE stated that he missed my last call and asked me to repeat my last 2-way radio transmission. This is the Wolf Supervisor. We have a complete wall failure in our hit work area. We need you here directly. He repeated okay and proceeded to call the Curragh North GO and requested he attend, to which the GO responded, "See you there." Whilst waiting for the OCE and GO to attend, I was checking in with the operators to verify they were all okay. No physical injuries, but were clearly really distressed due to what had just happened. The OCE arrived first and inspected our ground level, and he shut the work area down. He was looking around when the GO arrived and seen what had occurred and said to me, "I didn't even know you were here." He looked distressed. The OCE instructed the GO and I to go up top and recover our lighting plan from the crest. I asked the OCE, "Can we close off the area with a dirt bomb?" To which he responded, "Get your gear and get out of here." I responded, "Are you sure you don't want my dozer to put up a bund and put an OCE restricted sign up to secure area?" The OCE then aggressively instructed me to get my gear and get the fuck out of here. I instructed my 3 operators to park the dozers up at the crest of the ramp and await further instructions. At this time, the GO and I headed up to the crest where the lighting plant was in separate vehicles. As we arrived, I was feeling really uncomfortable retrieving the lighting plant due to what had just occurred and the vicinity of the lighting plant to the failure. The GO came to assist putting the lighting plant on my vehicle, and as we were doing so, he said to me, "If I knew you were in this work area, I would never have allowed it due to its history, and that he hadn't inspected the area. We retrieved the lighting plant and parked it with the dozers. I had to drive to reception to make 2 calls. The first phone call was to my Coronado contact to report to him that the event has occurred, and that it is my belief that it was a HPI event. He asked me to take them dozers to T-Pit Hall Road job. Dozers remained where the operators parked them, and we were now well late for shift handover with the night shift supervisor. I rang him and advised him of the complete wall failure event and that I would be late for handover. After doing a handover, I advised him to leave the dozers parked up for the night as he was short on operators. As I was driving off-site, I rang the acting project manager and advised him of the potential HPI event. He was driving home and responded, "Shit, everyone okay?" I responded, "Yes." He responded, "I am on my way home. We will see what comes of it." I remained on site until approximately January 2nd, 2022. I stayed to make sure that the mine investigated the event. I tried my utmost best for the investigation to occur. It was made clear to me that they were not going to investigate when I was told by the area manager that the companies need us, or victims, to move on. It was at this time that I advised the area manager that I needed to go see a doctor, and I haven't been able to return to any form of work since. Work cover accepted my claim, and I am under an intensive program to help me. However, with the ongoing treatment of the RSHQ, ISHR, Serious Incident Investigation Team, my condition is worsening due to their treatment. This statement is in regards to the event only, and I will continue to fight for the incident to be recognized, for the investigation to formally occur, and for the correct controls to be put in place to ensure that this will not occur in this area again. If I knew you were in it, I would never have allowed it due to its history. It's a huge statement said to me 3 times in total after the event. We are collateral damage, cannon fodder, all for revenue. We will not rest, nor be able to heal, until those responsible at the mine and the other departments are held accountable. Loud and Clear 2025. Join the movement, hit the like and subscribe, and leave a comment.